They come out here in the I. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. And one of the gunners made some contact with a returner there, and that's going to be a penalty every time.
And they have to call it because the punt returner is defenseless at that point. He's looking for the football coming down from the sky. You have to protect him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Hogan now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Ten yards to go on 3rd. third down. Bradford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Look. Green 90. Go. Green 90. Green 90.
Bradford on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bradford off the play fake to Peterson. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Hogan. It's complete to Brown, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. play action. They'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place. They'll run for it with Peterson.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Kevin Hogan. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go.
They go to Johnson again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career. They've got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On second down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Terrence Newman making the tackle.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go now. Green 38. Go.
3rd and short yardage. Bradford. is able to find Diggs. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Bradford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Bradford. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Caught right side, Gresham. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Hogan now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jerron Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
Throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we're going to have to go for the hot dogs.
Now Hogan looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago, Anthony Barr, in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offense?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On 3rd down, Bradford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And now it's 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Look at the dance and the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Again, Peterson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground, Peterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run with Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now that was a big stop on 3rd down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
Bradford to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
And now out comes Minnesota. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. A lot of times, as AP goes, so goes the team. He's done well. The team's done well.
And usually when he does that well, other people do in addition, because now you can open up other things in your offense. But the bottom line is he is option number 1, and that's usually their best option.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Second down following the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This one complete to Gresham. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Gresham has it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Hogan now, screen play, Johnson. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hogan. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely ends this thing.
And it looks like they are, to coin a phrase, on the defensive here, right?
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run again with Peterson. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a give to Peterson running left. Cuts it out to the sideline. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They give it to Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense is really having problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Peterson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Here's McKinnon. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power.